Well, hello there, YouTube. My name is Tony, and this is TonyLiveTV. And in this video, I'm simply going to remove this airbag and steering wheel from my car. So why did I remove this from my car? Because I have a new upcoming series that's going to dive deep into the instrument cluster. And I didn't want to repeat telling you what to do about taking out the steering wheel on every single one of these upcoming videos. And that's the whole reason for this video right now. So let's get this video going. The first thing you want to do, of course, is to disconnect the battery. This is your airbag, and it's electronically controlled. We don't want to accidentally discharge that right in our face. Once you've done that, get your 4mm hex, reach behind here and put it in the hole and turn it counterclockwise, of course. I'm going to flip it around here and turn it with the long stem inside. Once I have that loose, I'll go ahead now and go to the other side. Same thing on this side. There we go. Support it because you don't want this thing to fall out. So when you pull this, be careful. It's attached on the inside. Your airbag is attached right here. Then you just pull that out. Be careful not to put stress on the cable. That's it. And just take it out of the way. Now, before you do anything else, the next step is to put in your key and turn it all the way, ignition on, so your steering wheel is free all the way. It doesn't lock. That's critical. If you don't do that, you're going to mess up your vehicle. All right, now let me show you how I'm going to take this wheel off. Next, I'll put in my stuff for bracing. So this is just a flat board that I'm going to stick up right back in here, like this. For support, extra support, which you probably don't need it. This center nut is only torqued to 80 Newton meters. So, and then I put a little rubber pad on here like this and wedged it up against the corner, and that should support the wheel. Next, I want to inspect that center nut in there. You can see it's been opened up before. I can tell. I'm going to take a swab and clean the inside. I don't want any grease or anything that's going to prevent my tool from fully seating. Well, that's about as clean as I'm going to get it. Now you can see the damage that was caused on here from someone before. So I purchased a new one of these nuts. Here's the part number for it. Next, I'll take my 10mm hex and extension and center it. Make sure I kind of have it on there and just kind of give it a nice little wrap. All right, so now we're braced. I want to get my hand over the front of it and apply, apply pressure like that. And then, there we go. There we go. That green stuff that you see on there, you saw it on the earlier picture, that is from factory. Keep one hand on the steering wheel just to make sure nothing falls. Now you can see a mark in there if you look close. So do you see these two marks that someone has made into the steering wheel part of it? The column itself already has a notch, and it was dabbed as yellow, and that's why you see yellow there. But if you notice, they made two scar points, and then they know that way there it's the one in the middle, right? So that's the one that I need to set it on and put it back exactly the same way I took it off. So now that you've taken all your pictures and you're confident you know that you have everything marked, you can slowly slide out your steering column. You notice mine was flat. Putting it back on, everything was perfect when I took it off, so everything better be perfect when I remove it. And that's it. It came out really easy, guys. You'll notice there's a lot of dust and debris, you know, from these. They're like brushes, and they have contacts on the back of that steering wheel. I'll show you pictures, a close-up of this. You can see just how filthy this is. So I'm just going to go ahead and just use my vacuum. You know, as I said, like, these are brushes basically, right? They're spring loaded. Make sure that they are working, and then take isopropyl alcohol and something like this and clean these contacts. Everything. I'm going to clean the sides. I'm going to clean every bit of it. So if you're having like an intermittent SRS light, you know, bouncing, coming on, things like that, this could be the cause. Do this, and then the back side of that steering wheel, since you've taken the steering wheel out. Well, after I've cleaned all these, this is what it looks like. Here's a couple of close-up shots. If all you wanted to do is just clean all your contacts and everything because you're having some intermittent lights, like the SRS is the most common, then just go ahead and put it all back together in the same order and torque this down to 80 Newton meters. But if you want to take out your dash, then what you're going to want to do is take off this plastic cover first. There are 3 screws. That's one. And the final one. And then just carefully lift this out. That's it. Before you reinstall the steering wheel, I recommend that you use some isopropyl alcohol and a lint-free cloth or paper towel or something like that and wipe this clean. Don't use emery cloth or something like that anywhere on this. If you must, use emery cloth only on the brush side. At least you can replace them if you mess that up. But this can be very expensive. There's the part numbers, as a matter of fact. A couple of things to note about the reinstallation. After you've got that clean, I removed this, right? That would be the next part. These are the screws. And the reason why I'm showing this is because these had blue Loctite. So if you're going to go right back to factory, put blue Loctite back on those little screws. The next thing is this. The manual does not mention using Loctite. This is the original bolt. But some people get them in blue and some people get them in red. So I don't know what you're going to end up with. But whatever it is, use whatever it came with. That's all I've got to say. It's a safety thing. So that's the reason why I guess there's red on this one and sometimes there's blue on the other. The next thing I want to talk about is, yes, I used a 4mm hex. But if you look real close at these right here, here's a blow-up picture of this. You can see that that is a Torx. And as a matter of fact, it is a T27 Torx. And that fits perfectly on that, just like that. To reinstall your steering wheel, you just do it in the reverse order. Put on your plate, install your steering wheel, keep close attention to that mark. Tighten it to 80 Newton meters, hook up your airbag, and tighten it up. Take it for a test drive and make sure everything is good to go. One note is this bolt, right? It's considered a one-use or one-time use bolt. So I would use the old bolt first, make sure everything is perfect before you install the new bolt. That would be what I would recommend. So what are you going to do next? You're going to watch my next video. That's right. That video is all about this cluster. Oh yeah. It's going to be how to remove it and every single pin, what it is, the light bulbs, everything. Just like I do in all my videos. So don't forget to subscribe and click on this right now.